You're listening to the Potaholics Comedy Network. Potaholics.com.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're
Hey,
great.
Derek.
Are we going to have nicknames for each other each episode?
You're
I think
great.
we should.
You're great.
I'm Underboob. That's the original. That's the OG. So you're Nev Nips, I'm
great.
Underboob.
Oh wait, let's not give away the studio production value we have here.
Pretty low.
You're probably going to sing anyway, so you might as well just use
That's
the
a
part,
good point.
know?
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great. You know who else is great?
Who?
Gabby.
Oh, callback.
I didn't see it coming.
I called back to like 100 episodes ago. So we do here live at the Hug Life podcast. It's me, Monica Nevi.
Woo, you sound great. It's me, Mike Coletta.
Welcome to the podcast.
You have gone so Hollywood.
I got in real Hollywood here live. I couldn't be here tonight. Actually, this is me. I recorded before because I had to be at the Hollywood Palladium later this evening.
Mike just got
Doing
back
coke
from
with the poison.
voiceover class.
Right, yeah.
Hey, everybody.
He's just how he talks in the kitchen. You're like, what are you doing?
A good broadcast voice is just short of a stroke. You're just like,
It's me cooking with Mike. I believe carbs are the enemy. Welcome here. Back to the world.
Carbs are the enemy. That's pretty good. Okay.
Monica.
Yes.
Where
also,
are
you guys are great. Anyway.
Oh,
thank you. Ooh, we didn't even notice that's how good we've gotten at this.
Sorry,
We're just so confident in our own heads that
so confident
you don't even have to
in
say
our
it
greatness. Monica, where are you going to be this week?
Oh, I'll be in Coeur d'Alene this week, but you can't go to it. I think. But more importantly, I have some shows in Seattle. November 16th, I'll be at Batch 206, which is in Seattle, doing a show with Kermit DePia. What a wonderful gentleman. And then November 18th, that is the premiere of my project, 80 for 80. Oh, wonderful event. Look at that. Carco Theater in Renton. It's at 5:30, which is early because a lot of old people are going to go. That's what we're looking for.
Makes sense.
Nice.
We're going to show some of the project, a little behind the scenes, and we're going to do a Q&A. It's going to be super fun. And all the tickets, they're up. So if you go to monicanevi.com/80 for 80, that's 80FOR, 80. Look at that, all one thing. You can get some tickets, brownpapertickets.com, all that stuff. It's going to be, I'm really very excited. Please get your tickets now. Okay. And then the 19th, I'll be at Decibel Brewing in Bothell.
Decibel Brewing.
Yeah, look at that.
How many years are you
With
going to
Brent
blow out?
Flyberg and Aaron Engel. We've had both of them on the show.
That's going to be a really fun show. I wish I could be a part of it.
We're
That's
going to
nice.
go to Red Lobster or something before.
What? Bury the lead, Monica.
Yeah.
Cheese
We
and
literally
rice.
had a
Dude.
message about it. And I'm going to get a tattoo that day. What a good...
Do not bring up cheddar biscuits in front of No Carb Boy over there.
Right.
He's not
Me,
gonna-
I'm going to go crazy on those
gonna
cheddar baby. I'm going to motorboat
send
those
you
biscuits.
So many Snapchats of all three of us
Can we talk
eating.
about the tattoo, or is it?
Oh, yeah, we can talk about
What are you
it.
getting?
My
I'm
face.
getting another beer logo. I am. I'm getting... This one's worse to explain, honestly. I'm gonna get it on my shoulder here, on the front of my shoulder for the listener. It is the crown from the Corona logo.
Okay.
And all three of my cousins are getting this one. The Bud Light tattoo I have with one of my cousins, Mitchell, with our last name in it. But now me, him, and our other cousin Bailey are getting the Corona logo. Because at some point or another in any of our vacationing careers, we've had to emergency buy a bathing suit, and they've all been Corona bathing suits. So now all three of us have Corona bathing suits. And this year in Chelan, we were like, we should all get matching tattoos. We were all wearing the bathing suits. It was Bailey's first tattoo. We talked her into it, and she was like,
tattoo?
"Yep, it's."
Sounds like
She's
a movie
21.
I watched on
It's
Cinemax.
great.
Bailey's first tattoo. What was the
Bailey's first
tattoo?
tattoo.
It was dicks.
I can't wait till 20 years from now when you guys have to cover these up with your AA tattoo.
Right. It's so funny because this will be my second beer logo. This is Mitchell's third beer logo tattoo. He's got a Mississippi mud font on his chest.
But it's a family thing.
It is. It's in
Yeah.
well, this one's hard to explain because people are like, "Why'd you get it?" And I'm like, our family likes Bud Light. I don't know, and now this one, you're kind of like, well, we had to buy these bathing suits that were shitty. Like, they're not good excuses. There's still a story, but it's not
Right.
good. I'm excited, but also Actually, I think this one would be the least painful of any of my tattoos. I have a foot and a rib, so now a shoulder seems tame.
In
to
the
me.
way that Denny's has pictures of their food. So if you're drunk, you can just point at a moons over my hammy. You can just like stumble up the bar and just be like, just point.
That's
Either point to one of them.
That is my plan, actually. It's good.
The
I
best
feel like
way to order.
at this point, whatever beer company is putting up the most money, I got space, you know? So let's work on that. Get another PBR. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Anyway, where are you going to be coming up this week? Do you have it in your head? Did I surprise you a little bit?
Is it coming?
It comes out tomorrow.
So
Oh,
Harvey's,
crap.
right?
Crapola, indeed.
Excuse my language.
Pardon his
My kids
French.
think my youngest thinks crap's like the worst swear word in the world. So she says it and then looks for a reaction like, yeah, I said it. Like she dropped the C word or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the other C word.
Yeah,
she doesn't
I
even know.
I guess I'll be at Harvey's in Portland, Oregon.
Ooh.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That'll be fun. Go see Gabe if you live in Portland.
We got some Portland listeners.
Do it. You can go to collecticomedy.com because I have no idea what I'm doing. So just go check that out. I am great at plugs. Also, if you go to monicanevi.com, you can click on our Amazon banner and shop as you normally would, and it gives a little kickback to the show. You could go buy yourself beer and then go get a cool thing to drink it out of on Amazon. I realized you couldn't buy beer on Amazon.
You can't
Know
buy
that
beer on
plug.
Amazon?
I don't think so.
I think you can.
That's
There's no
true. How would
alcohol on
how
it.
would they ID you?
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. You could probably get some memorabilia.
You get some
though, like a
festive
Bud Light.
mugs.
Oh, yeah.
I got somebody gave me a Bud Light koozie. the other
Yeah,
day.
like if you don't want to commit to the tattoo, you could just buy a glass that says Bud Light on it.
Yeah.
Corona.
Well,
I mean, some families might go that way, Mike, but why bring that up?
right.
Good
That's
point.
not.
Ooh.
We're real dedicated to
You got to put a
being
permanent
drunk
ink
and
on your
making
body.
decisions. That's our thing.
Also, you can rate and review and subscribe to the podcast on any podcasting hosting service, or Twitch, Google, Twitch.
Twitch?
Wow, that
Are
was
you
weird.
on Twitch?
Wow.
I have a Twitch account, but never mind. Stitcher.
I have a Twitch. You can. Oh, I see. You got some
Stitcher.
ulterior motives.
Less
going on.
Twitch and
Oops,
more
didn't mean to say
webcam
that.
model. We're on Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play. Go check us out. Google Play was kind of
Did you
hard to
say
find.
Google Play?
No, Google Play is kind of hard to find, but if you search us, I swear we're there. People,
Hug Life? Is it one word or is
it's
it?
Hug Life. It's one word. It just
Yeah, that's what it
Google-
is. I feel like some
Google's-
people put up space.
Yeah, Google's search engine though for the Google Play is like really odd, and you can't. If you type in hug, we won't be one of the first ones on there. You have to type in Hug Life all the way to make
You
it show
gotta
up.
type in dick jokes. That's what you gotta. Positive dick jokes.
Anyway, Monica,
It's us.
off to a great start.
Yeah.
Monica, do you have any lexical
I
embraces?
do. I have a couple. Are you ready?
You know what a lexical embrace is, Gabe? I don't think you've been here since we've done
I know
this.
we were so much more structured since the last time. Also, the last episode you were on, one of my faves. So if you haven't listened to it, you should check it out. But
Stop it.
We really know.
Go on.
My goal is to make
gotta
you stay here on our couch.
forever.
I was told I had to do this podcast to do that.
Right? Yeah, you're like, this is the only reason I'm here.
40 minutes in, you're going to be like, I wish I paid the $100 for a holiday.
Lexical embrace is just a shout out, an oral hug,
Okay.
as we used to call it. People don't like that. So we renamed it Lexical Embrace. So I have a couple. I'm very excited about the project, which is what most of these things are going to be about. But to For Culture, that's the program that gave me the grant to make the project. Very excited. Thank you very much. They'll be there at the thing. And then also to Ruben Rodriguez and Richard Kilpatrick, my editors. They're doing such a good job. And honestly, they shouldn't be doing as much as they're doing for me for the amount of money that I'm giving them. So
You should give them more money.
I should give them more money. People who are listening to this should give me more money to give to them. That's what should happen. Use our Amazon banner or something.
Use our Amazon banner.
Or come to the show, just buy your tickets, and then I can pay them more probably. So, yeah, I'm excited for the project, and they've been doing way more than they should for me. So,
Do you have anything you want to shout out? Anything that's making you happy now? Right now?
Like a person?
a person or a
could
place
be
or a
place
thing?
or
No proper nouns, please. What are you playing Scrabble? We'll get out of here.
You go first, I'll think.
Okay, I would like to lexically embrace something that I've discovered that's near and dear to my heart. Movie Pass. I told you about this in the car. What you do is you pay $10 a month and you
Yeah.
get a free movie every day. It just can't be 3D or IMAX. It's changed the movie game. I go see terrible movies now, and I saw Jigsaw. I saw Only the Brave. Not good movies, but I still went, and it was free, and it was wonderful. And I saw Thor the day it came out. I was able to see it. So check out MoviePass, people. It's amazing. It's my lexical embrace. Also,
It's a good one. This is a really good one.
Thank you.
Fuck. Sorry, I just...
You're just texting the whole time?
No. I was looking at a page and I closed it. Damn it.
Monica's new to iPhones. She's like, doesn't know how
Is it an I or a question mark? I don't know.
What's the A square thing about?
It's a glitch, I think.
Yeah, it's a glitch. You gotta fix that, buddy.
Do
I
you?
fix
I
that.
don't know how to
It's on me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Steve Jobs didn't call me on my Ouija board.
I have
He's dead.
Damn.
You have bad what?
I gotta. I'll do a. What is it called again?
A lexical embrace?
Lexical embrace.
Please be my
First of all, I just one, in case she's listening, I will give one to my wife because I've been traveling a lot and I have 3 children and I feel bad about it.
Hey, Christy.
And I will be home eventually.
Closed it again. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
What happened?
You're lexically embracing your wife, and then I just hear, God damn it, fuck. It's like in the...
Monica, I've told you so many times I'm married.
Every time you bring her up, I'm like surprised. I'm like, God,
What?
fuck.
Son of a bitch.
I just would like to thank my wife. That whore. Monica walking
First
out
of
of the
all,
room.
I love Christy also.
I love
so
Christy
I would
too.
Like to
Oh, she's
lexically
the best.
embrace her
And
as well.
I'm gonna make such adequate love to her when I get home.
Oh, look at you stepping your game up.
I will
It's time. It's time.
Yeah, that's good.
It's time to make love for an appropriate amount of time.
Satisfactory amount of time. Sorry, I'm saying that a lot.
You're going to like the way you look, I guarantee. Does that work for this one? It doesn't work for this one, does it? Well, we're going to have sex.
I'm trying to work on my dirty talk.
You're like,
You know how
via
in-
podcast.
In like adult programming, dirty talk is super aggressive.
Saturday Night Live?
yeah.
It's like no, I don't mean stuff past your bedtime.
The stuff your mom doesn't even know that you sneak
you
to
mean like
watch.
Friends?
My mom, Jackie wouldn't let me watch The Simpsons as a kid. Like,
Well,
well,
all right.
I'm just
so
saying it's very aggressive. It's like, do you like that? You know what I mean? It's like
It is. It
Jerry.
just sounds. Oh,
can I say?
I've never been that angry or confident.
right. It's when it sounds
I don't like
angry.
it.
If anyone ever did that to me, I'd be like, "Whoa!
I mean,
do
I
we need
can't-
to talk about?"
That's
something?
crazy.
Like,
It's
too much.
Jesus
If I was going to
Christ.
say those words, it would be a different tone. It would be like, "Do you like that?"
Right.
You know what I mean? It would be
It's a genuine question.
like we can switch things up.
Right.
It's really bad. It turns me off too when I'm watching an
too
adult
much.
film and they're like, "Take that, you little slut!" And I'm like, "Jesus
Yeah,
Christ, I
I
can't
know.
handle this right now."
I know. It
feels like I'm
I
being
don't
bullied all
watch
over
those.
Why
again.
are you yelling at your gift?
Yeah,
Like at any point, she could be like, "Yeah, we're not doing this anymore. You
no.
know, no, we're done."
I have
No, damn it.
another shout out. I'm going to shout out my shoes because a
Ooh.
lot of people think these are Chuck Taylors.
dude, they
Yeah,
look
those are
really
not-
good.
they
I
are
like
not
them.
Chuck
I can see
Taylors.
'em right now.
These are called Greats.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm 43, and if you wear Chuck Taylors when you're 43, you hurt.
Their knees. Yeah.
And these are like a little better quality
Where do you purchase such a thing?
online. Greats.com.
Greats.com.
Do you know what? Much like greats, you're one of the greats. That's what I always think.
You're
that was
great.
That was a
Thank
stretch.
you.
That was a hard stretch.
You're greats.
You're great.
Greats.
I'm just talking to his shoes. You're great.
You're greats. You're greats. It's like saying you're great, but it sounds like you're about to have a stroke. You're greats. You're greats. That's awesome. I would also
good.
want
Your
to.
wife and your shoes.
I
Look
wanna-
at that.
Yeah,
Those are good.
I'm a man of many interests.
I want to lexically embrace your wife because she always sends me pictures of Dawn the cat on Facebook,
Yeah.
which I enjoy.
Get your goddamn lyrics off my wife. Yeah, she does.
She sends.
Yeah,
she'll like it's really random, and I'll just wake up one morning and it'll be like Don says hi, and he's just like laying in a really weird cat position, and I love it the best.
That's
Yeah, she
cute.
took a picture of Dawn with the shirt on, and I'm like, leave the poor. Our cat's name is Dawn. Like, leave the poor. Leave the poor.
This is one of your kids.
Yeah, yeah. Leave the poor
Surprisingly
cat
has a
alone.
shirt on.
And my wife actually said to me, like, well, Mike will like it.
That's true.
All right, you're probably
Mike
right.
likes anything cats.
I do love it. I love Don too because it sounds like he retired from construction and became your cat.
Time to call it a career.
Don's here.
Took the hard hat off but left the vest on.
Yeah.
I am going to sleep 21 hours a day. Finally, more time to lick my anus.
That's what we're all looking for, I would think.
More time to lick Uranus. Yours? Mine? What
Mine.
am I?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter
Lick
at all.
an anus.
Hey, Monica,
Yeah.
can you introduce the segment that you're really good at introducing?
Of course I can.
Okay.
Hey, guys. Good news.
This is the segment of the podcast where I say a good news story to the audience in my newscaster voice.
Do you like that?
A little warmer? Warmer? Do you like what I'm doing?
I think that
That's
would
how I
that
dirty
would
talk.
be way worse than the angry voice. Honestly, yeah, the newscaster voice would be like, "Whoa, are we going to throw it to weather? What's happening? Please."
How you
stop."
feeling down there? Just a reminder, traffic and weather together on the 9s. But we are not going to be making it to the 9s.
There's a 100% chance of humidity down in your undercarriage. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
I'm hearing, I'm going to have to wrap this up very quickly. Breaking news.
Breaking news. This sex is over too quick. Sorry about that. Hey, I'll see you later.
Any comments?
Any comments? Best part is for Halloween, we wear goofy costumes before.
Water skiing squirrel.
That's how it ends. You just give them a picture of a water skiing squirrel.
This was good for me. What's it good for you?
Call me.
I feel so weird doing this now.
I made it silly and I'm sorry.
Endangered apes saved from the pet trade.
Wait, say that again?
Endangered apes saved from the pet trade.
The pet trade.
Yeah. So what happened is
okay.
I see.
there's these gibbons in Java, an Indonesian island, that get taken as babies and given away as pets illegally. And what this organization has done is they have taken the gibbons back, taught them to be gibbons again, and released them in the forest. And for the first time in a long time, there was a natural birth between two of these pet gibbons that were rehabilitated. They had a baby. Isn't that nice?
It is nice.
It's just a lighthearted story. Every other story was about a natural disaster, and I thought this would be nice. you
No,
know?
this is nice. I hope.
I like any. Well, I mean, it's bad for any species, but there's like so many species. People are just rooting for them to breed.
Oh, yeah.
Right, it's
Pandas
like,
and gibbons and
that's
like-
a lot of pressure on a date. You know, you're like, Jesus.
Just
my God.
people with a clipboard staring at you. Do it. Do
Right.
it.
That would be really scary if you were on a date and
What's-
they were like just taking notes while you're
So you guys gonna bang yet? It's gonna happen now.
like, I feel uncomfortable.
But yeah, it's
Stop talking in your newscast.
it said
I'm sorry, I can't do that. We'll have 2 cases of steak and shrimp, a little surf and turf.
and then they write it down where they're like, I think that's where he went wrong.
Yes. Hey, honey, would you like to split a bloomin' onion?
Where are you?
Outback.
No, good.
actually in my restaurant of my dreams, you can order a bloomin' onion, breadsticks, and cheddar bay garlic biscuits. It'd be a
Look
mix
at
of
you.
all the.
Glenn's gonna love it.
Do you like that? Let's get into this right now.
Hey.
Hi, how's it going?
We say hi anyway.
Good.
This is Glenn, our roommate. I don't think we've introduced you on the podcast, so this
Glenn.
is
How
nice.
you
This is
doing?
Gabe.
Gabriel.
This is
Nice
Gabe.
to
He's
He's our
going to be
guest.
sleeping on our couch.
Thanks for letting me stay on your couch. I appreciate
This
that.
is weird. And all of our listeners also, they know you now as well.
Anyway,
are we, you
no.
got another
So
one, or you-
the big thing about it is that the big deal. This is why this is a big deal. Is it took those apes 10 years to get acclimated to being a gibbon again, and then they had a kid.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how long it takes them to be, because they're like
I don't feel as bad now.
no, yeah. So it's pretty cool because they banged, and now they're that's what they look like. They're really cute, adorable.
I can't see it at all, but it looks like a tree, so that's good.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that nice? But yeah.
So
what?
they didn't bang for 10 years?
No, they didn't bang, and they didn't know what they were because they weren't raised as gibbons. They were raised in cages, so they had to teach them how to be gibbons again.
So they had never seen another.
They didn't know
one?
how to climb a tree,
Whoa.
and they were monkeys.
Let
Yeah.
alone fuck.
And then they taught them how to climb and how to love. This is an X-rated Disney movie.
They taught us how to love.
Why do
I'm very old. Probably no one else remembers it. Do you remember that commercial? It was like a,
No, we have older listeners though. They're both our mothers, but we have.
like to shout out to Pam and Jackie.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know how
that.
excited Jackie's going to be that she's
Yes.
known? Is it because whenever I talk about my mom, I
Pam's
say her
used to it
first name every time? So people know.
That helps.
I only
Oh,
call my mom by
Jackie.
her first name, so
Pamela's the best. Does she ever go by Pamela?
only when she's in trouble.
Pamela.
From you, Pamela.
Pamela. You know what you
I
did.
call her the most ridiculous thing. She knows that. It's
Pamela?
Yep. Pamela, Pam-a-lot, Pam Stridge. There's a lot of things.
Pamela-t's my
Pamel.
favorite, I think.
That's good.
Monica,
Oh, Hamilton. That's a good one.
Hamilton?
Look here.
Those dogs are catching it on the microphones, but that's
It is
fine.
happening.
Yeah,
We actually
they
have
do
a
that.
pack of feral dogs that protect our apartment.
Oh, they fight the two feral cats that live in the fucking parking lot as well.
I love them. The feral cats.
They
are
have
my
had
favorite.
no trouble acclimating. They can climb trees and breathe.
And
They'll fuck
those
whatever they
cats
want.
have very loud, angry sex occasionally, so it's not good. It's terrifying.
I don't think cats have nice sex. Don't
No,
they
they
have like
don't. No.
hooks on their wieners and stuff?
Yeah, it's
it
not.
doesn't
It's
sound.
not.
You look so concerned.
I'm
You're like,
very
no.
concerned. I'm concerned. In fact, there's not even that many. This is a terrible conversation. There's not that many animals where the female gets to have an orgasm.
No,
It's true.
especially women. Am I right?
At least when they're with me.
We will have sex for an appropriate amount of time.
Satisfactory.
But I think dolphins, people,
That's
chimps, maybe. Not many though. There's
Not
not
many. No,
It's not many.
it's it. Hey, if you know
yeah,
more
so
about animals that like to orgasm, if you could please email us at huglifepodcast@gmail.com. We would
Yeah.
greatly
All
appreciate
that,
it.
and
or
you
if you have
get to
a
vote.
charity
ladies.
event you want us to.
Monica, can you close the good news segment before we move
Hey
on?
guys, that was good news.
It's very important to do that. Monica, what's the positive spin topic of the day today?
Oh, are you ready?
I am so
We're gonna positive
ready.
spin kids on social media. I feel like that's very important. So there's a few different ways I felt like we could go with this. Could be your kids having their own social media sites, having their own Facebook or Instagram or whatever, or putting your kids on your social media, right? I know a few people who are like, I'm never going to take pictures of my kids. But then I also know people who all of their social media is just their kids. So I feel like there's a few different angles we could go here. What are the good things about having kids on social media?
I'm sorry, I'm typing out this
Anybody
note. I wanted to
gonna say-
write down adequate lovemaking because
Oh,
I thought that
good.
was really funny.
That's good. Adequate loving. It could be.
I think, well, I feel like it's important for kids to be on social media because they got to experience the world, you know, in a way. And for me, I actually just read an article about this today about how people like my age, like when we started on the internet, it was a very fun place. Like it was not that
Yeah.
bad, you know, and it was important for like me to discover stuff on the internet. But now it's changed so much that with Twitter and people just being horrible all the time, that I don't know if I can really defend that anymore.
But see, this is my perspective on that is like, it is horrible. And like my kids being on social media.
You have kids, right?
I do.
That's it.
I have one son who was on Twitter. He's 15.
He follows me.
He does.
He doesn't follow me.
But I will work on that.
Okay, thank you.
You got to tweet more about video games.
Yeah, that's true.
That kid
I'm
loves
just
Nintendo.
gonna tweet the word video games. But
So it's not that I want my kids to have horrible things said to them because they're on social media, but like I was raised without a TV. So I didn't know anything about what anyone else was talking about until I was 18, basically. So I do have this thing where like, yes, it's horrible, but like the whole rest of the world knows about it, and you don't want the weird, possibly homeschooled kids.
want your kid to be the weird one.
Yeah, exactly. Who are like, what's that all about?
That's
or
a
what's,
great point.
You know, but at the same time, it is a terrible. I don't. You know, it's. There's some rough waters out there. There's
That is
some,
a good point. I mean, I remember being in school and being like, "Oh, have you seen this movie?" And the kids are like, "Oh, my parents only let me watch G movies." And you're
Right.
like, "What? We're 15. Why is that what's
Yeah.
happening?" You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like you're like,
exactly.
"That kid's weird."
Yeah.
So I guess if you, I didn't even think of that part. I'm sure they all. That's like a normal thing for all of them to have.
and I also think I think I'm 43, and I'm
You
probably
think?
I'm almost, I almost said 42. Jeez.
He says that because
you
he
can
looks
say
like
whatever.
he's 32. Ladies, am I
I thought
right?
you were going to say he
Hey.
looks like he's 41.
Is anyone, ladies, is anyone looking to have some adequate lovemaking out there? Appropriate amounts.
What was I talking about?
You're talking about your kids on social media.
Social media.
So, a lot of people who complain about social media are people who have had a life where they're nice neighborhood. Where a lot.
That's the police I hire to also protect us with the feral dogs and the feral cats.
It's a very secure area.
This is the Fort Knox of 3-bedroom apartments.
I got to go check on my car real quick.
It's a rental.
I should have got that insurance. I really should
Oh
have.
yeah, maybe. Did you leave anything in there?
I've had a life without social media. Okay.
Yeah.
And
What's
but like
that?
my kids will not. So like a lot of things about whatever, attention span or things like that. Like I don't know when my 6-year-old is 30 if it will be considered rude to check your phone at dinner. They won't care.
Right.
I mean, I feel bad when I do it because I was alive in a time when we didn't.
Right,
You
yeah.
know, we would have had to stretch that cord all the way to the all the way to the dinner table. My daughters, this isn't exactly social media, but this is just they're 9 and 6, and they
Closing the windows or
when they play, they pretend they have a YouTube channel.
really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So
That's
they're
so weird.
It's called Banana World.
That's so different. It's got a name. Wow.
So like this is the
Banana World.
yeah, you'll hear this like their fans are called banana peels. So you'll hear like from the back room,
This is amazing.
they'll just be like 1, 2, 3, Banana World. Hey everybody. Today, we're gonna, and they're playing with their little, like, Littlest Pet Shop characters and stuff. And then at the end, like, my 6-year-old will just be playing by herself even, and she'll be like, don't forget to subscribe. So it's so,
Whoa.
in the way that I
That's
used to
so
pretend
different.
I was a professional baseball player or something.
Yeah.
They're just like,
That just
Or
sounds
a
like the new
superhero.
version of House. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like normally you're
Yes.
like, oh, I'm the mom and whatever, blah, blah,
Right.
blah. And they're like, I'm the host of this.
yeah,
I'm the host of this podcast. Like, what the fuck?
And so
Oh,
far,
that's crazy.
they don't actually want a real channel yet.
Okay.
They just want to pretend they have a channel.
That's
Well, so if they asked
interesting
you,
to
if they
me.
said, "Hey, can we make a real?" Would you let them?
I mean, we said we would, but the thing that
Johnny
it's like, I
had
don't want to
his.
do a bunch of editing. They don't know.
It's about work. You're like,
I love that. That's your issue. Like, yeah,
Dad's got
I'm
his
not gonna let
own-
you guys just go straight through it. This is terrible. We gotta edit it up. What are you doing? That's great.
Yeah, exactly. There's no continuity in your script, first of all.
Right. First, you guys really need to bring me something that we can sell.
have you guys heard of a
This isn't-
beginning, middle, and end? Maybe.
What are you, 6? Oh, you are. I'm so sorry.
Okay, sorry. It's great. 6 and 9. That's pretty. I think about the kids I work with. They were definitely playing like a different type of game, but it wasn't YouTube channel. That's
Yeah,
fine.
it's really weird.
I will say that some of the kids that I worked with when I was working, which was a few years ago at this point, but they follow me on social media now, which they didn't have them then, or at least their parents didn't let them find me. At that point, they didn't know that I was a comedian and all that stuff. But now they follow me a lot. So there is this part of me that kind of tones down what I'm doing. Not in the biggest, but most of me wants to swear all of the time. All of the words should be swear words in my head. But like when I'm posting it, and I'm like, well, okay, my mother will see this, who she's used to it at this point. But both of my grandparents have Instagrams, and then some of these kids that I've worked with. So I'm like, maybe I'll tone it down a little bit. So maybe that keeps me in line.
When my son joined Twitter, I told him, you're going to see some shit from me. Like, I'm not like filthy or anything, but just like,
Right, yeah.
You're real.
I'm going to talk about your mom a bunch.
I was worried about it, though. I didn't want to tell him I was worried about it. I didn't want to be like, oh, great, you're ruining this for me.
Right.
But it's actually been fine. It's been not that bad. I mean, I definitely will be a little bit less sexual.
Okay. All right. Okay. So maybe you're.
I do like it when you and your son get in conversations on Twitter, though,
Yeah.
because I see that sometimes.
That's
It just pops up.
hilarious.
It's really
that's
funny
really
to me.
And he's new to swearing.
Oh, is he doing that now?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah,
fun
yeah,
though. So as a parent, I've always wondered that. Like as a parent, do you like when they figure that out, are you supposed to be like, no, don't do that? Or are you just like, hey, that's what we do? Like my whole family's always swore pretty much always, except my mom. And then I heard her do it once and I was like, ah, you said fuck. I was like 9 at the time and I was like, ah, she broke. But so it wasn't like that. My dad always jokes about like, oh, I'd rather you learned it at home than out on the streets. That's what he would say.
Right.
So
I didn't know your dad's Scruff McGruff.
yes, pretty much. You met him. He's if Scruff McGruff smoked pot. That's my dad. It was like I don't know. It wasn't really that big a deal. Like they weren't happy about it. My brother's so much older than me that he would swear all the time, and they were kind of like, well, fuck, she already knows. So that when you start doing it, like you don't want him to just be willy-nilly fucking swearing all over the place. But
I was kind of sensitive to it, probably because my kids are already children of a comedian.
Yeah.
A couple strikes,
yeah.
right? So it's just like, do I also want the kid that's going to tell Chuck E. Cheese to fuck off at the birthday party? Like,
It's funny.
but like my son waited. Like he didn't really swear at all because my wife and I were
I was going to say
surprisingly
15 is pretty late.
He didn't really start swearing until 13, 14. And like I'm already much more relaxed about the littler kids, which is typical, right? You have all the rules
Yeah.
for
I
the
just
Yeah,
picture
yeah.
you
I've heard that.
walking into your house, be like, "What's up, dipshits?" Just way too extreme.
But what's hilarious is I actually have a bit about this now because my son, he is like, I feel like I should have been giving him a better example because he'll say stuff like, "There's a kid in my class who's a real ass dick." Like he's just, I'm like,
You're
that's
just
not,
throwing them together.
that's
like,
not a
that's-
thing
that's
people
not a-
say, man. Like
Ass dick.
it's a bunch of crap shit. I'm like, that's redundant.
Those are
That's
the same.
The double pooper. You can't do the double pooper.
So it's kind of funny. He swears like a foreign exchange student.
He swears like he's new to English.
How you say ass dick?
Swears like a foreign exchange.
Oh,
That's funny.
that's really funny.
Okay. Kids on social media. So what about putting your kids on your social media? How was that? I
You-
don't have children or was never allowed to
I
put
don't-
the kids that I work with on social media. So
I don't mind it. I mean, I don't really put anything too private or personal about them, but I mean, I don't mind sharing a funny video, a picture, and they don't care either. They ask me
Yeah.
to do it half the time.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the important part is like, I mean, I understand they're a little before being able to make their own decisions, but if they're okay with it,
Yeah.
then, or if it doesn't really affect like their life, it's not like everyone's gonna.
Yeah, and I mean, every once in a while, someone will share something on Facebook like, "Why you should never show your children," and then I always read it and go like, "This is bullshit."
Yeah,
Like,
it's
there's-
just
I've
scare.
never-
It's fear tactics.
It's just,
yeah.
it's almost like if the government's listening to your phone calls and we're like, well, I guess that's bad, but if they're that's a lot of people to listen to.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen to us talk about like, did you go to the store? No, not yet.
Yeah.
Did you get cauliflower? Like, it's not that interesting.
Also, by that
Whose
knowledge,
job is that?
that would mean that there's an FBI agent who exclusively listens to our podcast every week. Just like, what are they
Right.
going to say now? When are they going to say it?
You know what? He's just a hug bug at this point. It's not anything
up?
different.
He's
Yeah.
in.
He's just
What's
a
up,
fan.
Agent Rick? I don't know.
His name's probably Rick.
His
you're
name's
right.
probably Rick.
Yeah.
Explain your hug life shirt.
The hug life
Rick,
chose
yeah.
me. It's not.
Rick, that's not sanctioned business attire.
Rick,
for
it's
the
Tuesday.
FBI.
This is not casual.
It's like
Friday.
it's under a blazer. Who cares?
Rules of the FBI. If it's under a blazer, fine by me.
He's got a tie over it. Great. Oh man.
I'm trying to think of like, it's so weird too for like our basis of reference because I think when I joined Facebook, you had to have a college ID.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
A college
and
college
in fact, I
email?
was right before that. where
Oh,
like I
really?
couldn't have a Facebook for
See,
a couple years before.
And right when it was getting hot
You're
was
old.
when I got my college email. I felt really good about it. And then the minute they opened the floodgates was the minute they kind of like made it these problems arise because you couldn't be a kid and join Facebook. And then Twitter never had a restriction. I don't think. I think Twitter was always anyone can join it.
I think it's 13, but they don't really.
Don't check.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but it just
Lie.
says, "Are you 13?" And you're like,
Yeah.
It's
wow.
not.
But I will also say at least like high school, junior high, they don't care about Facebook.
Really?
No.
I think Facebook's going away anyway.
Is
I
it
think it's
just
on the
like an Instagram or?
I think it's
Twitter,
almost like
Snapchat?
maybe when they get older they'll have to sign up because of work reasons.
Oh,
But I
like a
don't-
LinkedIn.
But they're not. It's mostly it's like Snapchat, Instagram.
Okay.
Snapchat, Instagram is more fun because it's visual and you can make
Yeah.
funny faces on it.
Oh, that's true. Funny faces.
And then
really
if you're a
changed the game.
teenager, you probably send your boobers on your butt on it.
I think adults are doing that too.
No,
It's
just
a personal.
just teens.
Are there boobers on Instagram?
I mean, no, no
They'll-
nipples. There's boobers on Instagram though.
Yes. I'm trying to remember. One
My
of them, either
boobers.
Twitter or Instagram. Either Twitter or Instagram won't take them down.
Twitter,
I think maybe it's Twitter.
Twitter, you can put any picture on
Yeah,
it. It just
okay,
it
so you
will
can put
say
naked
sensitive
pictures on
content,
Twitter,
and then you can
not-
click it and you can look
'cause
at
like
it.
Chelsea Handler would post nude stuff on Instagram.
Yeah, she had. I think it must have been the Twitter CEO on her show and was like, "Well, why didn't you guys take it down? Because I put the same picture on Instagram.
Yeah.
And they took it down, like this whole thing." But
The
yeah.
Twitter stuff, you can do anything, but Instagram, that's how all those Instagram models like get away with being almost as fully nude as you can possibly be without like being naked, and then they like put them up
Can't have
there.
your nips out.
You just can't. It's weird how nipples are what weird people out for for like
It is really
censoring. There's definitely
not
probably like
wieners.
800 jokes from the 80s about this, but like yeah, like nipples like is what does it.
That's all that you put that little teeny thing over it, and you're like, that's better.
That's
Yeah.
That's
Oh, it's in the shape
That's
of a
fine.
star.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
now that a baby couldn't feed on it.
Because there's a
Let's take away the one thing it's supposed to be for.
you get your motherhood out of here.
This.
I had a webcam model following me. Maybe I have more than one, but that was in her bio. That was like, I'm a webcam model. She saw me at a show, and so I just followed her back. And I am certainly not a prudish person, but I couldn't do it. I'd just be in the airport flipping through and be like, "Good God!" Like, you know what I mean? I can't have boobers on my phone.
Well, and then you never know.
Thank you for saying boobers, the official term of the
You
Hug
never
Life
know who
podcast.
somebody's walking behind you, and you're just some dude in the airport looking through naked pictures. All of a sudden, you're like,
exactly.
"Fuck!"
She met me at a show. Oh God! Yeah.
What kind of
We had a
show?
What kind of
Oh,
show
no!
are you talking- Was it her show or yours? How much did you pay? It's I don't know.
I also know someone who on Facebook blurs her kid's face out.
Okay, so then
Whoa,
why put the
that seems
picture of your
extreme.
kids up at all?
I don't know, because it looks creepier.
Yeah,
It looks really weird.
Looks
maybe
like you
that's
have a
what her
ghost
kids'
child.
faces look like.
No, it's,
I am an asshole. I just realized
I don't blur the kid's face out. The camera pictures just come out that way.
her child was born without definition, and I did not recognize that.
Gabe, this reminds me of your joke where you're like, and it's colder when she comes in the room. It's like that's haunted. It's a haunted photo.
It is a
You know what? This is my new segment called Out of Context Jokes. Welcome to the segment.
Everyone should see Gabe perform live because Mike's really not doing it justice.
I'm doing a really bad job of it. And her shorts say like Kesha or something.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
her
I'll do your
shorts,
jokes too.
that's nice, yeah.
Her shorts?
Those are my jokes. It's a classic Gabe joke about shorts that say Kesha.
That's another name for old. Old classic.
Oh, the classic. It's like this is very inside comedy baseball, but we'll go there for a split second. When people would call Hennigan a legend and he'd get really mad, he's like,
Jesus.
legends mean you're like really old.
Well,
I remember the first time someone on Facebook goes, he went in, they were like, picture with Gabriel Rutledge. I respect this guy. He's been in the game a long time.
Jeez.
okay, somebody brought me up on stage like that in Seattle.
What?
Yes, and was like, well, she's great. I don't know. She's back, and she's been doing it a long time. And I was like, Jesus Christ. Just because I'm at the Comedy Nest or whatever doesn't mean I've been doing it for that long.
This spry 55-year-old
Look at
Monica
her.
Nevi.
Well, she still looks great. Bring her up here. Oh, God. And then I was like, I didn't tell him to
Your
say
next
that.
comic's going to go to Wendy's and get the senior discount after this. Please welcome Monica Nevi.
Hey, Mike Coletta's going to try to get the senior
I'm
discount.
going to try. It didn't work. My dad got so mad when they offered it to him and he was like 45.
Really?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just take it?
He got pissed and I'm like, Dad, you embrace that. Yeah, you take that discount.
Why not?
Frank, so silly.
He'll be fine.
Blurred your face out though. That is so weird to me.
Well, I get.
What are they
well, I
afraid of?
understand. I think a little bit of like not putting your kids
Right.
on your social media if you feel like that's going to be an issue. I feel like most people do that though. They put their kids as soon as you have the fucking baby. They're like, look
Right.
at here. I
Yeah.
look like shit, but here's this child.
Exactly.
I'm in this robe or whatever. It's horrible. That's top 25% of me not wanting to have a kid is because of that photo. Like I don't want
Holding a
that.
baby?
Looks horrible. You and the baby, and you look like you've been through the most traumatic experience of your life because it is. And then someone's like, "Smile," and you're like,
That's why I wanted to do my picture with me holding a cat like that.
You should do
Everyone's
that.
like, it's
Let's
not a
do
big
that.
deal.
We'll make you real sweaty. That seems easy. And then put you in like a hospital robe.
And then I'll hold a cat.
We'll pour water and blood, I guess, all over the cat.
You know what?
And
Even the
then-
baby doesn't look good.
Right.
They're all bloated
None of it
and
is
weird.
Can I
good.
say
And they look
something
blue, kind of like it's not.
Can I say
It's
something
gross.
that's really gonna be? I don't.
Babies are gross.
Yeah, like, oh, a cute baby. No, it's not cute. I don't think babies are cute. I think they're just tall, small, creepy people. Is it your baby that makes it cute? Is that what it is? Like, this is mine?
Probably. I think some babies are cute,
like a
but not
nature?
right when they
Not
come
right
out of.
away.
Okay, first of all,
Like a puppy's not cute right away either if that's covered in blood and
right.
You know what I mean?
Anything
My
that's just been
mom
burnt.
sent me a
Anything
photo.
that's been in a tight area with wet stuff on it. It's not cute when you take it out.
Like a baby or a hot dog from a
Why'd you-
pack of hot dogs.
Why'd you both make this so sexy?
Oh no! This is what this podcast is.
Taking something wet out of a tight area. It's not very good. Like a baby
People
or
just love our
a,
voices. I don't know what to do.
or like when you try to get a
and I did
pickle out of
like
a
an
pickle
act
jar
out
and it's
too.
really
I was like,
tight
I
pickle
don't
jar.
know.
You can't get it out. It's like
Okay.
that. Not even the spears, like the big dill pickle.
Sorry. You know what I mean.
I just don't think like
Haven't you ever smelled a baby? Not in a weird way. Have you ever like they got a smell to them?
Yeah.
Not right away.
What do they smell
no,
like?
like a
There's something
like Laffy Taffy,
no.
like that the blue raspberry Laffy
This-
Taffy is what I pictured.
It's
Very
a-
specific.
a sweetness.
It is like a nice.
Just the way a sweetness.
They're like warmer. They're like warmer than. I think it's because they're smaller, but they're like warmer than a normal human.
Yeah.
Like they smell nice. I don't like to hold babies because I'm afraid to drop them. But
Yeah.
if someone puts one on my lap, then I'm okay. And they're like warmer and just they smell good. Not in like a weird like I want you to just sit this baby in my house to use as an air freshener, but I think like it's
They
just
smell
like a
good,
normal. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I make sure you know the baby.
Right. Don't just go
Don't
around
just
smelling babies.
Go and run it up.
I was gonna make a trip to the Walmart neighborhood market after this and go sniff some
You
babies.
could probably find some babies
those
there
babies
to
do
sniff.
This
They
baby
do smell
smells.
like Laffy Taffy.
This
they've
baby
been eating
smells
them.
like cigarettes.
Monica, we got to do the top 5 turnaround. We're at 42 minutes
Oh,
because
are you
time
ready?
flies when
We
we're
feel
having
good
fun.
About how we feel about
I
the
feel really
having your
good about
kids?
it.
Okay, good. Okay, top 5 turnaround. I don't know if you played. Have you? You haven't played this game yet.
I don't
What
think
is
so.
this? Okay,
is
so
a
I
fun
picked
game.
the top 5 worst of something.
Okay.
You and Mike are on a team against no one, and
We're
you're
co-op.
going to tell. I'm going to give you one at a time. You're going to tell us why this would be a good thing. So for this one, I picked the top 5 worst apps for your kids to be on.
Okay.
So you're going to tell us why it would be a good thing for your kid to be on this app. Why
Okay.
it would be okay for them to have it on their phone or whatever.
Okay, why it's good to have this app as a child. And go.
Number 1, chat roulette. Does anyone know?
Dude, chat
Chat
roulette.
is.
I know what chat roulette is.
Okay.
Do you remember chat roulette, Gabe? Do you know what that is?
Yes.
Did you participate in chat roulette?
I never. You
Not in
could
a weird
look,
way. I'm saying, like, did you
could
just
look
go through?
without being on?
Yeah.
Yeah, we would.
you?
Yeah, you
Yes.
could. We would do chat roulette at parties where you have it
Yeah,
open
that's
to the
the
party.
only time. Well, for me, that we would
and-
bring it up. And
yeah, and you just have it on, and then occasionally, like, it would just be some. A lot of the time, the
it was
person skips
mostly
away.
dicks.
It was a
mostly
lot of
It
dicks.
was
Oh,
mostly
yeah.
dicks. But so if you don't know what chat roulette is, you could just go on, and it would be the screen, different video of people live. But as you clicked through, it would just be a different person. You could at any point decide that you wanted to go to the next one. So you don't know who you're going to get. Something's going to pop in, and it was mostly dicks.
Yeah.
So why would that be okay or a good thing to have on your kids looking at?
Well, I would say dicks aside for a second.
If we could just take the dicks and put them in a pile on the side real quick while we get to the
Just
meat of the
every
situation.
time I wake up, I'm like, dicks aside. Let's
Go to your corner.
yeah.
I think my son would be much more likely to have a conversation on that than a real person.
Really?
Interesting.
That is a okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I was actually going to say, like, socialization
Yeah.
wise.
I was going to
it's
say
like-
because the few times that I did use it, like with friends, we were at a party or whatever. When we would stop on a face, like a real person's face, not a wiener, they were always from like fucking Germany or something. Like it was kind of interesting.
they'd be like, oh, hey,
Yeah.
Monica.
to talk to those. Yeah, it was kind of interesting to like, it's a little. It wasn't always as weird, and you couldn't. The interesting thing about that was it was pretty anonymous. Like it's kind of as anonymous as you can get. Like it doesn't say any information about the person around you. It's just the video. So kind of talk to them, and then if you decide you didn't like them, you can go to the next one. Whatever.
I like it. That's
might
good.
learn
That's
something.
really good, Gabe.
Might be more apt to talk to
Gabe,
people.
you are carrying the team right now, and I appreciate it. We're the world's greatest team, though.
Are you
We're like the '93 Bulls,
trying to figure out?
but
how
just
to-
two dudes on a couch.
maybe 96.
Maybe
anyways,
'96 Bulls.
that didn't sound right. 93.
Maybe the '90s Bulls
I'm gonna go anywhere in the 90s.
in Spain. The Bulls that are in Spain. Running Bulls. Good years for the running of the Bulls. those
Tinder.
years.
What if your 15-year-old had Tinder? Can they do that? I don't know.
So, no.
But
I don't
just
think you
kids
can.
in general. If your child, so say they were 18, I suppose, then what if they had
You know
Tinder,
what?
Tinder on their phone?
Tinder's
Mike,
a
what do
harsh
you think
world.
about
It's a
Tinder?
harsh world on Tinder. I've never been on it, but
Swiping
that's what I feel like
left,
it is. It's very
swiping-
judgmental.
Swiping right.
You're gonna get thicker skin from being on that. Sure,
Okay.
you're gonna get bullied. People will reject you, but you're
I
gonna
feel
get.
like it's less bullying than some of
You
the
know what?
other.
I think that's I don't love the idea of my children being on whatever the equivalent of Tinder will be. But at the same time, there is something to like the idea of being rejected by a woman when I was 18 was devastating. But if it's just like swipe, nope.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? It's sort of
Wouldn't hurt
you
it
get
that-
you get a
You
little
get thicker
tougher.
skin. Yeah, that's what I thought was. Yeah.
Huh, that is a good point.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Dicks aside, we crushed that one. Next one.
You know what? Bring
All
the
right.
dicks back in, Mike.
Br-
It's time.
Hey, Dicks, get on back in here. They just march out.
Dicks aside. Write that down. Okay. Number 3. Poof, which is an app.
I actually don't know poof.
I don't know
Ready?
poof either.
So you put it on your phone, which I didn't know this either. So I think the kids are really doing.
Does
a
it
good
teach
job
you
with this one.
magic?
No,
I
it
hope so.
hides. It hides.
That's ta-da. Different app.
You guys make it to
Ta-da.
dock count?
Ta-da! It hides certain apps on your phone. So if you have some of these apps that maybe your parents don't want to see that they're on your phone, you just put it on Poof and then
You
it
know
hides
what?
them.
I have something for this. Do you guys have something for this? I think I got something for this. Teammate, I think I'm ready.
You
Okay,
go
go
for
ahead,
it.
go
Let's
ahead.
just.
Okay. As a kid, I was so obsessed with honesty that I never learned how to lie, and I think you do need to know how to lie a little bit in life. You know, like, and this helps you keep a secret, or even just to learn how to keep a secret. I never learned. I can't
So
keep a
your
secret.
phone is your best friend, and you're keeping it secret.
Yeah, I'm very lonely. My phone is my best friend.
I'm very lonely.
And also, there's that thing where, like, it's like if you're a human and you're probably going to look at pornography, but also you also want to be a human who knows there was a time and place for that. Like, there's always people who like talk about it loudly in public at a restaurant or something, and you're like, no. You could use a little personal poof right now. like personal poof. I'm writing that down.
You can hide some of these apps.
It's not. We don't need to. You don't need to be ashamed.
Right.
Or it could also like, what if it's, I don't know how young, but like, I guess I'm thinking of like, I don't know, some gay kid with religious parents and
Okay.
you know, and they want to
Got Grinder on his phone.
yeah, some 14-year-old with
Grinder on his phone. Jeez.
You gotta poof that Grinder.
But no, even if a 19-year-old kid, and maybe he still lives at home and he's got Grinder on his phone.
I feel like Grinder could also be an app for baristas.
There was a lot of other apps similar to Grinder that would work. Scruff, Growler.
Are those really?
Those are all gay apps that
I
are very
ended
like
up
fucking
fucking a barista 1.8 miles from my house.
Really?
Grinder.
On Grinder?
Did you get a coffee out of it? Or?
No, that was the sad thing. It's not even what
Like,
I
I
want.
thought that's what it was for.
I just wanted a latte.
That was good. Okay. Snapchat. They said Snapchat wasn't good for
Snapchat?
kids.
Okay, I know there's a sex part about it, but it's also like you can make little movies on it. Like it's creative. You can make movies. You can
that's a good
write
point.
text in there. You can make yourself look like a dog. It's fun. It's a fun app.
Look like a dog.
It seems I don't really get. I'm not on it, but it seems also social.
It is very
It's like-
social. Yeah.
Like
I think it's pretty important of that. Like I feel like Instagram and Snapchat, like you said, Facebook's not as much for the kids. I think Instagram and Snapchat are probably the ones that are.
It's definitely like, because I think about it like, now the things I get from people are like videos with like text inlaid or like weird effects. Like people are making movies on their phones that are little like, and it's creative.
what's
So I think
the
it's
sex
good.
Part? What is that? I don't.
Well,
even,
'cause
people
you could send
originally-
your
oh, yeah.
naughties, and then they go away.
And then they
It goes
disappear.
Yeah, so you could get away with it.
Okay.
Well, when you can screenshot stuff.
But if you screenshot something on there, it
tells
tells the
someone,
person that you
right.
screenshotted it. So every time I screenshot a cat photo from my girlfriend, she knows about it, and it's every cat photo.
Girlfriend's cat, you know what I mean?
My girlfriend's a cat. This got weird. Dicks aside, I live a very weird life.
Dicks aside. I think that might be
that's your
the
stand-up comedy segue. Anyway, dicks aside.
dicks aside.
It's a crazy world out there.
Not
That bit kind of bothered. We could just have personal poof on that bit and move right along. I want to say personal pan poof, like a pizza.
personal pain. That's well. That's, all
That's just
right.
very alliterative. But yeah, I like Snapchat a lot, I think. Also,
I think you have a good point about the creativity thing because like that's what I use it for most is like
Yeah.
fun stuff, funny stuff, so people will like come see stuff, whatever.
Also-
look at the other thing.
I truly think, and I don't know anything about child psychology, a kid gets that and doesn't think immediately, I'm going to show my naked body on it. They think it's fun. It's like a game,
Right, I
to
could be a
make
dog.
videos.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, I hope so. Number 5 is Kick, which is like it's like an alternative texting app.
Mm-hmm.
You can text people separately. Do you remember BlackBerry Messenger?
Yeah.
Something similar to that, and I believe you can do it like internationally too. So it would be
Oh, it's like that. There's one that everyone in Europe uses.
WhatsApp?
WhatsApp to
Yeah,
make
that's
wireless
what I got.
calls and
When
wireless
Marshall was
text.
in,
It's
Spain.
like that kind of.
I think so. Yeah. Well, it's I don't know why it's so like because people still say like, oh, you should find me on Kick Messenger, and I'm like, why is that different than just texting someone? But
Is it somehow more anonymous? Is that
I
what
think
it is?
so. Yeah. Or it's I mean I assume it's the equivalent to AOL Instant Messenger now.
Yeah. And
So
that
you'd have like a screen name, like it wouldn't just be your number or your name or whatever. So you could be more anonymous, I think.
Hey, you know what?
You have
AOL
Kick.
Instant Messenger
knows?
taught me
Tweets.
how to talk to people in a way, and it also made me better. It also it teaches you how to write more concisely, like Twitter does.
Okay.
You got 140 characters. Well, now what? 300 something. They changed it.
Did they change
280.
it?
They made it 280 or something like that. Yeah.
What? Disgusting.
But it's like it teaches you how to write more like concisely. Yeah, concise. As I mess up a vocab word. Didn't prove my own point, but yeah, it teaches you how to
Didn't say
use
talk
the written
nice.
word to get your point across.
Yeah.
So without that text messaging, it's like that.
That's true, and that's like such a a skill that you didn't. I mean, not that everything has to be about dating or whatever, but that's like a skill you didn't need before. Like
Yeah.
you had to be able to talk to people on the phone.
Right.
But like there's such a skill to like being interesting, funny, whatever in
Yeah,
messaging.
and
Holding
No,
a
you're
conversation.
totally right.
Yeah, like keeping
Yeah.
a conversation going. That's true.
That's really important.
I think about it like this too. Like I took a typing class when I was in 7th grade, and I'm so happy I did. Like just thinking of the future now, where that's such a. Do you see people that just type like one finger at a time?
I watch
like,
my dad type all the time.
like a typewriter still. Like
It's
that's
like
how people
that.
type still. Yeah. It's crazy, but yeah, it's like kind of like that. You need to have those skills, those techie
I
skills.
get it. Well, and I'm assuming like the phone, like the way you type on the phone, is probably going to be
Oh yeah,
important. Like now, people are like, "Oh, you type so fast," but later it's going to be like you have to type like that. Like that's
Yeah.
I always think about my older family members when they watch me type a text message on iPhone. They're just like, "Wow."
I was
you can
typing
type
and looking
fast.
at John earlier tonight.
Yeah,
He was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, it's fine.
yeah.
You don't even look.
Yeah, I
and
don't.
then
I don't
looked
think I
at it
have
and
to
was
look at the
like-
keyboard
It's
either.
one of those things where I'm like, I'm probably saying this wrong, and then I looked at it and I was like, no, that's right.
Yeah.
It's really-
Yeah,
I mean,
I
there's autocorrect happening, but it was pretty impressive to
Mm-hmm.
me, to myself.
We nailed that list. Though.
Great job, guys! I think that was
We
a wonderful,
crushed it.
wonderful turn. How
Holy
much
shit,
you
we're at
guys gotta say?
54 minutes already.
Yeah, we can quiz real quick. I think,
can
I don't
quiz.
know
We got
how-
time.
Yeah.
The quiz
What is
today
the quiz?
is exciting.
Ready? Eat for the entire day, and we'll tell you which dog you should get. Is that what we're doing?
Yep, it had to
Okay,
be
good.
about
I was gonna
eating.
say I didn't know.
Okay.
You got okay. What
I love
is
eating.
Important. Do you
Did
need
you know
a
that,
dog?
Gabe? Did you know that about me?
It's important.
I'm a big fan of mastication.
Is that what that means?
Well, it means chewing, but
Oh.
it's the part of it, you know. Eat for the entire day, and we'll tell you which dog you should get. First question: what will you have for breakfast, Gabe? Your choices are cereal, toast, fruit salad, pancakes, eggs, or an American breakfast. And it looks like a Denny's Grand Slam. Picture that.
I mean, I hate to make this more complicated, but is this like what I think is tastier or what I'm more likely to have?
Well, I think it can be either one, whatever you want it to be.
I would say. Sorry, can I interject? I would say it's what you're most likely to have because it's which dog should you get. So they would have to come and live in your home.
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
I don't want a Denny's dog.
Yeah.
No, you don't want that Denny's dog. Although it'd be nice to you. It would treat you right. I don't see what the problem
I
is
don't
with
want
my
a
favorite
Denny's
restaurant
dog.
chain.
Out in the middle of the street yelling for moons over my head.
Just pointing at shit, pointing at pictures.
I don't want my
Yeah,
Denny. I
fucking-
don't want my Denny's dog always
Call
trying.
back. Pointed a picture of my dog. This one. I'm gonna say, was oatmeal on there? Is that-
Cereal.
Cereal. I'll go
Cereal.
cereal.
Okay, good.
Monica, what would you like to eat?
I put American breakfast because I got a lot of time in the morning.
I'm gonna go eggs. I eat a lot of eggs all the time on this thing. That's all I do.
I've been meaning to talk to you about that.
I know. Just no too many eggs. Which drink will you have with breakfast? Coffee, tea, water, smoothie, orange juice, or hot chocolate? Who drinks hot chocolate at breakfast? Does people do that? You do that?
Yeah, because I can't have coffee.
Oh, girl, you crazy. Girl. Oh, shit. Dicks aside, you nuts.
Dicks aside, you nuts.
I didn't even realize I was
That's
doing it when I
hilarious.
did
Can
it.
we make that T-shirt? Holy
Dicks
shit.
aside, you nuts.
Dicks aside, you
I'm
nuts.
gonna write that down. I feel
That's funny.
I feel like I stumbled on something. It's like the invention of silly putty. It's exciting.
Okay, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Oh, girl. All
Dicks
right.
aside, you nuts.
Yeah.
What do you think, Monica? What were we talking about? Oh, hot cocoa for breakfast. So what would you coffee?
Yeah.
100%.
100%.
Both of you or you?
I think I've become coffee. I used to be an orange juice guy, and I've been drinking. I drink a lot of black coffee. Nothing in it. Do you drink black coffee too?
Get it, girl.
Cream.
Cream?
No sugar.
No sugar. No sugar's good though. That's good. Cream makes the coffee. I agree with that. What about you, Monica? Hot chocolate?
Yeah.
Good. Very good. What do you want with your tea? I guess you're having a tea break in here, even if you don't
Tea.
drink it. But the options are cookies, brownies, a slice, which appears to be like a lemon bar.
type of
This is a
thing?
very
But
British quiz, by the
It
way.
seems like something.
Cake, fruit, or you prefer coffee?
If I was drinking, I love cookies.
Oh, that
though,
was one of the
you know?
options. Is you prefer coffee?
Yeah.
I guess I'll go with that one then.
You
I
prefer
kind of wish I could get a cookie with my coffee, but okay.
Dude, a cookie and coffee is a good. I
Oh,
didn't.
I picked cookie.
I didn't know how good, like and it's stupid because obviously it goes together. Just dipping a donut in coffee and then eating it.
Is it delish?
It's so good.
Didn't know. One time we were in Florida and this lady was like, "Do you want coffee?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Do you want me to put half of this Klondike bar in your coffee?" And I was like, "What?" She's like, yeah. So she put that. It's delicious.
A Klondike bar?
Yes. Like she just put the thing.
actually
So it's
sounds
too
pretty
hot.
good.
Coffee's too hot. Put a little Klondike bar. And it's like chocolate and like cream essentially. Just put it in your coffee.
That's pretty good.
Right.
I have put
Head of the
vanilla
game.
ice cream in coffee when I ran out of creamer.
Yeah.
That
pretty
sounds
good.
it's
yeah,
really
that sounds
good.
great.
Yeah.
You know what I can put in on this diet that I haven't done yet because it seems really gross? I can put either butter or heavy whipping cream in it, and that seems too much.
Butter's like bullet coffee, right? That's like
Yeah, I've had bullet coffee before, and it's very good.
There you go.
But I'm going to pick brownies because I just love brownies.
Delish.
Am I right, fellas? Pick something for lunch. A sandwich, pasta, pizza, a wrap, a salad, or soup.
There's a lot of carbs happening.
A lot of carbs happening in this one. I'm going to
I'm gonna
choose.
get a boring dog.
You get a dog
Sandwich.
sandwich? There's nothing wrong with sandwich. I'm gonna go with a wrap. I'm a big fan of a wrap. Put it in a
I'm
tortilla.
going to go all carbs out and do pasta because I love it.
Proud of you.
Thank you. I did have
Pasta's
cauliflower
amazing.
pizza today, and it was really good, and I made it myself, and it was
You hear that,
made it.
people?
Yeah,
You
Made
take
it.
that.
properly.
It's like all these people out here that don't know how to make a cauliflower pizza.
Sick of them.
I'm
Sick
done.
of 'em.
Glad I can
Bunch
do
of
it.
idiots. Pick an afternoon snack.
With
You-
pleasure.
That's how your porno starts. I heard you brought a meat tray. Pick an afternoon snack. Crackers and cheese platter, crisps, potato chips, popcorn. It just looks like bread.
You know
It
what?
is
Can
banana.
You say, I know you're not done with the list. Can you say crisps again?
Crisps.
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 Really enunciate the S's in there.
Okay.
Banana bread, scones, or cupcakes for a snack.
no,
Never
no.
thought of a cupcake as a snack.
Can I jump in on the cheese and crackers? Because I love cheese.
Yeah,
and
you just wanna
crackers
take that off the
and
board?
beans.
I understand.
sorry.
That's cool.
I feel like
I-
that's. I just.
I'm
Wanna,
actually.
I mean, you could have them too.
I've sort of
but
rediscovered how good cheese and crackers.
It's so good,
Yeah, I'm gonna go
right?
cheese and
Cheese and crackers?
or just
Ooh.
meat and cheese. It
I
doesn't
mean,
matter.
here's what I normally go chips, but I have a deep special place in my heart for banana bread.
Really,
Like I love
I didn't
banana
know
bread.
that about
My
you.
sister has an amazing recipe that she told me and I forgot,
oh,
and I need to make.
that's what happens when you get recipes. You should write them down.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick crisps though, but I just want to give a shout out to banana bread.
Okay,
I need them to know.
Crisp with the shout out to banana bread.
Pick something for dinner. Pasta.
Oh well, fuck.
Meat, mash, and veggies. That's very British. Soup and bread.
Mm.
Nachos. Dinner food? I don't think that's dinner food, but whatever. Curry.
these are weird.
Or
All right.
burgers and fries. This is British. Curry's a big thing in Britain, you know?
Curry's so good though.
It's when they
Sorry.
destroyed
the nachos
India.
and the
they
burgers
took curry
and fries.
with
It
them.
seems like they're really all right. Whatever.
Pasta, meat and mash, soup and bread.
I got
Nachos,
pasta
curry,
for
burgers.
lunch.
Right, soup and bread sounds like you're in prison.
No,
just
they'll
eat
give you
soup
some
and bread.
weird ground up meat in a square container for some reason. I'm gonna go nachos. I feel like that.
Nachos? Oh, tasty. What do you think, Gabe?
I'm leaning towards curry.
Curry it's over rice too. I should mention that,
mean-
which looks good.
It does look
I
cool.
can't do it every night for a lot of reasons. But
You are married. You do share a bed with someone.
lovemaking will be less than adequate. I'm gonna go curry.
Curry?
Yep.
Do it.
I think now I'm going to go pasta.
Because
I didn't go pasta before.
Well played.
So
I think that was
patient.
good.
So
yeah.
it's a virtue.
Waiting for the carbs. Saves them till the end.
Pick a dessert. Apple pie and custard. We're going to say ice cream because we're in fucking America. USA. Ice cream. Trifle? Is that truffle? It's spelled with an I.
I don't know.
Trifle something different.
Yeah, it's trifle. It's like in a bowl and it's
looks
like a yogurt. mixed together,
with
yeah.
berries. is
Rice
what it is.
pudding, lemon meringue pie, or chocolate mousse. Chocolat.
Rice pudding started the Revolutionary War.
Oh,
We
really?
don't care for it.
Oh, is that why we're all upset about it? we have
Actually,
to go.
rice pudding's pretty good.
We have to leave.
Rice pudding, but I'm definitely going ice cream.
Ice cream?
Okay.
Use cream. Dads. Okay, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna go apple pie and
Oh, my
custard.
goodness. you
Actually,
guys-
would be a good thing for me.
I think I'm going to double down on
Sorry.
Gabe. I feel like we're all going to get the same dog because we've kind of cross-bred our dogs with our dinners.
don't know
I'm going to go
about
ice
that.
cream as well because I'm a big fan of ice cream. It is the best dessert.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Pick a midnight snack. Chocolate.
This has been a very full food day.
It is.
I
It's
know.
this
I feel
is
like my stomach's starting to
this
hurt
is
just
your meal on a fat day, like a really fat day. This is your food on a I just broke up with my significant other day.
You already had a brownie with tea.
I don't know.
Slow it down.
I don't know how much
Don't
she means
stop
to
me,
you, but I
Gabe.
don't eat for days.
Yeah,
It happens.
Your midnight snack options are chocolate, Oreos, cereal, or candy.
I'm going cereal.
Cereal's a great choice.
Yeah, I think midnight snack should be something you should eat other times in the day.
There is something about eating cereal really late at night that I enjoy.
It's going to be my second
And they
cereal,
keep
but
it-
I'm going to go cereal.
You're going cereal?
Also do it.
Ooh, I'm gonna go. I love candy. I love candy so much.
It's an easy
any
easy
type of
midnight
candy.
too. You just
Any
grab
type
it
of candy.
do
Well,
the
Gabe and I
thing
got
outside.
different dogs.
Okay, well that's good.
Mm-hmm. Monica,
Want me to go?
what kind of dog did you get?
You should adopt a German Shepherd. And
Interesting.
it doesn't say why. So there you go.
Well, Gabe,
Okay.
you're adopting a German Shepherd too.
Oh,
You guys have matching dogs. And look at the German Shepherd too in your photo is like on a dock, looking
Yes,
very,
it looks-
very stoic.
Regal. I would
It's gonna
say.
protect you.
It's gonna protect.
The dog I got is this dopey and adorable border collie. That dog goes with me so well. That dog
Border
matches
collies
my
are like
stupidity.
the most obedient dogs.
They're the most obedient dogs?
They are really.
Most obedient dog with most disobedient man. Right here, you and me, border collie.
That's not true at
Helping
all.
me out. I'm disobedient. I scream rebellion.
To who?
No one listens.
Nope,
Yeah.
no one. I just got Gabe zinged. Monica, we're at an hour 5.
Boom.
Let's do the charity.
Charity. Right?
Crisps.
Did you know it was Native American Heritage Month? Did you
No,
know
I didn't know that,
That's
but I'm
very
excited to
important
learn.
to pay attention to. We skip over that sometimes. So, Native American Heritage Association, NAHA-Inc.org. Great organization. They have a bunch of different programs, which is why I picked them. So, they have a clothing giveaway, food program, holiday program, Operation Winter Rescue, which I know is really important for some of the tribes that we. They got some emergency voucher programs, a lot of stuff going on. So, check out that website. I think that's something important. We can figure it out. What's up, dog? Why
That's
are you looking
great.
at me like that? Okay.
I'm holding these like a DJ. I just want to make sure we're still
I didn't
going.
know you were going to scratch us out.
I'm actually just listening to ATC's Do You Think You're Better Off Alone? That was a great charity, Monica.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do you have any charities you want to shout out
Oh,
for
yeah,
fun?
we-
Not to put the pressure on. You don't have to by any means. I like to throw it out there.
Probably should have asked before.
Probably should have asked before. Not professional podcasting. Continue.
Continue.
No, that's you know. I'll say okay. This is something I will say. Holy shit! I have something.
He is
If
excited.
you are like me and you are a person who travels a lot, and I'm sure a lot of comedians listen, I collect all the shampoos and soaps.
Yes.
And I used to just obsessively hoard them and like not let people near my giant pile.
I have a bunch in there.
Like a
And-
true God King.
I have a bunch in there.
These
Like-
tiny soaps.
Like the hygienic God King you are.
And then my wife had the idea, and so now I have like a basket, and when that basket gets full, I donate them to it's like a women's shelter
Oh, that's
that has
great.
people. That
That's
stay the
really great.
night. Yeah,
That's a great idea.
because like, what am I really gonna do with 1,000
Yeah.
tiny shampoos?
It's great.
And that's a very easy charity thing to do when you're just living your life.
Yeah.
You're just doing that because I feel so bad when I waste them. Like, like when you open a soap and it just sits there or anything like that. Well, not used soap, but keeping the packaged one. So I realized that in the middle of it. Hey, ladies, take this soap I use.
He's just outside of the shelter. Just grabbing
Oh, man.
no, but I always.
Sorry I ruined your
It's
charity.
obsessive for me because I do that too, where I'm like, I can take these. I'm just going to take these anyway, even if I don't take a shower or whatever. Like, I'll just take them anyways. So I have the bottom of my like travel bag is just like filled with all
Yeah.
these soaps. So
I
it's a
just
great.
started, and I saw Gilbert Godfrey has a documentary coming out, and I saw like a preview thing, and he had a room in his apartment that was just filled, but stuff from like paint Pan Am Airlines, like things that haven't existed since the 60s. Like he just never got rid of any. I'm like,
man.
it's not just me, I guess.
Right. Like we just well, my grandfather he still does it. Where like if he needs lotion, like there's just these little hotel soaps on the thing, and he'll just lotion up. And I'm like, oh, we're supposed to save those. Like that's what is in my head. But I travel so much more than they do, so then I just end up taking them, and I'm like, I don't need all of this.
Yeah,
and some of them not that great. So
no, some of them are,
right.
Ramada in particular, there's an odor I don't care for.
Interesting. I will say Red Lion, good soaps.
Red
Good
Lion's
soaps.
nice.
So I always take extras of those. I don't need all of them. I could gladly
Casinos
donate some of those.
usually have some sort of wonderful.
I agree. Casino soaps up there.
I didn't know we were ranking hotel soaps. I like this
I have
stuff.
a long list of hotel soaps that I can rank.
That was a great one. That's one of the best just guest ideas we've had yet.
I appreciate that, and it's easy. It's an easy thing to do
It
if
really
you do
is.
travel all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just dicks aside. You're good at this.
Dicks aside.
This podcast is so great. This was a good one. We have to go now. We're almost at like an hour.
We're going to be
an hour
fine.
10, but
Ooh,
I'm
that's
fine.
good for us. I mean,
I just start chatting with my pals.
we're just having fun.
Just gabbing with Gabby. That's all we're doing here.
Yes.
You know.
Okay.
Monica, do you have anything you want to say to the listener before we go?
Yeah. I love you so much.
This has been a Podaholics Comedy Network presentation. Podaholics.com